In this video, we go paddleboarding with a crocodile, discover the beautiful crystal clear waters of the Mossman River, and visit the Daintree Rainforest, UNESCO World Heritage Site. So we're out paddling on Lake Eacham at the moment, which is a crater lake. The water is a really beautiful bluey green colour, and obviously it's very deep being a crater. Interestingly, it's not as cold as what we thought it was. It was a really freezing night overnight. So got the booties on, but it's only going to get to about 16 up here today, whereas down on the coast I think it's probably going to be more like 25. One of the interesting things about paddling and indeed swimming is that there is a resident freshwater crocodile. So the difference between freshwater crocodiles and saltwater crocodiles, if it was a saltwater crocodile, you wouldn't want to be in here. They're larger and they're a lot more dangerous to human beings. The freshwater one, we're told, is quite shy and likes to keep to itself. I'm still keeping an eye out for it. I don't know that many people tend to see it here because it does have a note up to say, if you have a crocodile sighting to report it, so I guess I can keep an eye on it. Lake Eacham has two traditional names, Eacham or Wingina. Geologists say it was formed over 9,000 years ago when magma rose, heating the water table, causing steam, which then filled with groundwater. The local Gadjin people tell of two young uninitiated men who, against instructions from the elders, went out hunting. Aiming at a wallaby, their spear missed and hit the sacred flame tree. On removing the spear, they discovered witchetty grubs within the tree and started to cut the tree down to remove this precious bush tucker. This angered Yamini, the rainbow serpent, who shook the earth, which disappeared under the people back at the camp, sucking them in and drowning them, and creating Wingina. As Lake Eacham has no streams feeding into it, it's a mystery as to how the fish and crocodile ended up living there. It's a bit too smooth, that log, isn't it?
Yeah, I was looking.
I think if anything we'd probably see like a little bit of a snout and some eyes.
Yeah.
And that just kind of looks like a back, which is too smooth.
Yeah.
So we haven't managed to see the crocodile yet. We heard a bit of a splash just before. Could have been a water bird, not really sure. Kind of want to see it, but kind of don't. I mean, I know that it's not aggressive. It's probably closer to us than we would realise. Keep an eye out anyway. They're quite shy. So yeah, it is a place that people come to swim. There's a nice little spot to get in to swim. Lots of people with kayaks, things like that. There's a nice walking trail around the outside as well, which I think might be about 3 kilometres or so. So we're halfway around the perimeter now. There's a couple of gusts of wind every so often, however it's actually been pretty tranquil for the most part. So yeah, really lovely paddling conditions, croc and all. Still no sign of the crocodile, about 3/4 of the way around now, and the wind's sprung up a bit, so it's a little bit choppy, got a bit of a headwind to get back, but nothing too strong. Heading north, we pass another potential paddleboarding location, Lake Mitchell. As we were wanting to get up into the Daintree, we keep going though, stopping for a quick break at Mount Malloy. where we find some ruins of a steam-powered sawmill. Again, we come across yet another connection with Scotland, as the ironwork for the boiler was made in Motherwell, just outside of Glasgow. Back on the road, and the Daintree Rainforest is living up to the rain part of its name. July is cane harvest time here, and we catch a glimpse of one of the old cane trains which take the cane to the mill to turn it into sugar. The Mossman River is another place worth checking out for a paddleboarding adventure. This crystal clear part of the river is such a beautiful location to explore. However, there is a caveat, as there are regions of the river that have the more dangerous saltwater crocodiles living in it, and there are many factors to consider for safe navigation, such as seasonal and flash flooding. I'd recommend going with a local. Access to the river can be difficult unless through privately owned land, for which you will require permission. To make things easier for you, local company Windswell takes paddlers on a guided tour of safe parts of the river. Included in the price is all gear hire, a paddleboarding skill session, and a tropical fruit buffet at the end of your paddle. The Daintree Ferry transports vehicles across the Daintree River and into the northern part of the rainforest. On the northern side, you can visit the Daintree Discovery Centre, Cape Tribulation, or, if you have a four-wheel drive, take the Bloomfield track onto Cooktown, then Cape York, the very northern tip of mainland Australia. If only we had our Jeep with us.
We're on the Daintree River Ferry, crossing over to visit Daintree proper. So, exciting. First ferry since Scotland.
Oh yeah, gotta record it all. Make you famous.
One of Australia's most wanted.
Cape Tribulation Road, designed for leisurely sightseeing.
At the Daintree Discovery Centre, we're treated to a walk around a raised walkway in the mid-canopy of the rainforest. Everything here seems like it's designed extra large. We see giant basket ferns, some spanning 1 to 2 metres, lodged in host trees high above the forest floor. These huge ferns are home to some much sought after bush tucker, such as eggs. Unfortunately, the snakes that lay the eggs also live in them. The forest is a wealth of food sources such as fruit and nuts. One of the most famous of these is a ribbonwood, commonly known as the idiot fruit, one of the most primitive flowering plants in the world. The idiot fruit has been dated back to over 110 million years and probably owes its longevity to its highly poisonous fruit, which no rainforest bird or animal can eat. One of the highlights of a trip to the centre is the 23-metre high tower, which takes you up into the very top of the rainforest canopy for a great view over the treetops. The Daintree Rainforest is home to the huge cassowary, considered the world's most dangerous bird. Direct descendants of dinosaurs, they are members of a group of flightless birds including the emu, kiwi, ostrich and rhea. There had been a recent sighting at the centre of a dad and his chicks, but we didn't manage to spot them on our visit, so we visited the dinosaurs instead. We make our way to Cape Tribulation for the night. This beautiful beach seems like a great place to go for a paddle, but again, it's a potential habitation for saltwater crocodiles, and so we enjoy a walk along the beach instead. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it and found it helpful, please support us by liking, subscribing, clicking notification and sharing with your paddleboarding mates. While you're here, check out some of these other videos. See you next time.